Hello and welcome to Vlebruary the 7th. I am Gojenn, your hostess. This is a one of the vlogs that I'm doing daily for the month of February, and I'm your hostess, Gojenn. Hello. Today I'm going to show you a flip through of my January bullet journal. I don't have that much crafting progress to show you, so maybe we'll get together and craft a while tomorrow. But for today, I want to show you my bullet journal. I don't know if you can see right there, but see, I was using my bullet journal to color on top of, and the magic marker that I was using, or this Sharpie, went through the paper that I was coloring, and there it is. But I kind of like that because I want this to feel like it's a very loved bullet journal, which it is. Alright, let me go here to January. And like all of my months so far, I start off with a calendar that has all of my appointments and anything special that I need to remember or to know. That's a calendar. I don't have a whole lot to say. And then I have my tracker for the month of January. That looks pretty good to me. I've got all these are days that I did crafting. And I put a little letter on the square. I colored it in that I did it, and then I put a letter on to say what I did. Like the V was my virus, S was a sock, B was a blank. Well, I was working on the blanket. So my trackers, I always start off with my mood, and that's that. And I keep track of my journal. Did I write in my journal? Did I take my prescription and my vitamins? Was it a no spend day? And did I turn the lights off at or before 11 p.m. on a work night? Did I post to Instagram, to my Facebook page, which is the Jen's Mix Facebook page? I try to post mainly funny stuff there, so feel free. Did I post to YouTube? Then did I do my reading? Did I art? And my crafting for the month. That made me truly happy because I did well for January. This is how my January crafting page started, and I quickly realized that it was not going to be enough as far as tracking the projects I was doing for my detention owl. So I came up with this as a way to visually represent what I had done and what I had to do. And that was good. But then I came up with this, which was what I think is just really a good way to track my presence or my progress on my owl projects. I've never done this before, but I think it's really helping. It's making me feel not so overwhelmed, but it's keeping me busy. So I think that's just perfect. Excuse me. This is my January page for, this was my swapping. And unlike a couple months ago, when I first discovered artist trading cards and SwapBite, I didn't do much swapping this month. So there wasn't a whole lot to track. I had all this space left at the end of the month, so I just listed some of the movies I'd watched on Netflix or Amazon Prime, and then some of my favorite podcasts. The Knit Girls, Yarn Hoarder, and there's a podcaster, Andrea Mills, who has 10 children with, no, she has 8 children. Her 9th is on the way. And they live in Wyoming, and it's just fascinating for me to follow her. This was my dream log for January. this was what I had written before January 24th. And then these were the last few days because I really made an effort to consciously say, I want to remember my dreams. And you have to, or I have to do that at night when I'm going to bed to tell myself that I want to remember my dreams. And if I do that, sometimes I can remember them. This was my first bullet journal for the month of January. You can see how much I enjoy checking boxes. And then I just start in with my journal. Usually what I do is to just write, and then after a couple days go by, if there's a big empty spot, maybe I can find a sticker. If there's somewhere I can put a border, maybe I'll do some washi tape. For the month of January, I use little clouds for my date covers, and they're from Dora Elia on Etsy. This page is where I was really trying to figure out that tracker for crafting. I was trying to figure out how many weeks did I have left, how much could I reasonably expect to get done in a week, and breaking it down. So this is where I was trying to figure it out. I also practiced or used some watercolors on this page just to see how the paper would do. I'm not impressed. This is a Leuchturm 1917 A5 journal. I do not think that the Leuchturms are all they're cracked up to be. So that's my own unprofessional, biased opinion. Well, not biased. I just don't think it's as great as what some of the journalers use, like Vlebruary. She's just a fanatic about the Leuchturms, and I'm not. So, this is my next bullet journal for the week. I usually do one on Sunday or to start on Monday or something like that. Here again, I was thinking of how to join my blanket squares together in the most efficient way. So I was planning that. I did a whole, mostly all of a podcast about how to join the squares efficiently. And when I have like a big space at the end of this page, I try to fill it up with Zentangles. That I like it. It's pretty, it's arty, and it fills the space. So this is more journaling. Another bullet journal week. I usually go back in after the day is done. Maybe even say, oh, you got a big empty spot like down here. Put a sticker. Put a sticker. That's always a good thing. Journaling. Podcast notes. I like these are some positive quotation stickers. And they came, I just mentioned Boho Berry, they came from her shop on Etsy. I believe it's the Boho Papery. I'm not sure. But if you look for Boho Berry on Etsy, she will come up, I think. Journaling. And this is my last bullet journal for January. I was going to make it just the 22nd through the 28th. But then I said, wait, I'll just go ahead and do it through the 31st and not do one for just a couple days. When I look back at this page, it may look like a mess to you, but to me, it makes me very happy and satisfied because I know that I didn't let things slip by. I didn't forget about stuff. I did a good job. This is the page I think I've shown earlier where this purple pen here bled through and just ruined this page. So I did a coloring page and just taped it over it. Easy peasy. And it's beautiful when I flip through my journal. Journaling. And here's where this is one of my favorite ways to use washi tape. I use it to divide the pages on this side, and over this side it's a border. I really like that. Journaling, podcast notes, journaling, and then this is the end of the month of January, and I had allowed myself 2 pages. This page I didn't have anything to put on, so I just put some coloring pages on there. And then it's February, or as I like to say, it's Vlebruary. And I'll see you tomorrow.